You're listening to the Culture Junkie podcast, where we go beyond the surface of pop culture.
I'm Keith.
And I'm Xandra. Together, we dive into the craft process and passion that drive today's creators. This is the Culture Junkie podcast. Well, hey, everybody. I'm really happy to introduce today to the podcast Sonya Zaback, a wonderful musician, artist, and business running owner here in Belleville, Ontario. One of the things recently you may have heard Sonya on was the I Will Survive viral video on YouTube. I Will Survive Fight Back song, and which is amazing because your vocal acuity is very much similar to the original singer of the song,
Right,
and
yeah.
also in a band called Q the Funk, where
I
you
am.
also sing.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that was a whole journey. And it was actually because of my band that I was asked to do the song originally. So a local teacher named Gord Moran wrote the lyrics, and his best friend from childhood is Wayne McFall, who was in a couple of bands with my dad in the 70s. And then Wayne and his wife come out to as many of my band's shows as they can. Because we cover, classic funk, soul, and disco party songs.
Yeah.
And I Will Survive is one of the songs that we do with the band. And so when Gord wrote these lyrics, and he called it We Will Survive, about the tariff situation that Trump had introduced between the US and Canada at the time. And this was back in February
February 2025.
Not too long ago at all. Yeah. They just said, you know what, let's record it. Let's just do it. Because Wayne has been in the local music industry forever. So he said, you know what, I have somebody who can probably sing it. Let me get in touch with her. And so I said yes immediately. I was like, yeah, absolutely. This is hilarious. Let's do this.
Yeah.
And the original song was like 8 minutes long. He wrote so many lines of music. It was crazy. But they edited it down to 4.5 minutes to put onto the YouTube video. Wayne's son, Jesse, posted it on his just personal account, and nothing else on the account related to music. But then all of a sudden it blows up, and we are now sitting just shy of 2 million views on YouTube alone.
Wow.
Yeah. And then it was
Wow.
taken by TikTok and viewed like hundreds of thousands to millions of times there on people's various videos. And yeah, it just kind of exploded, and then kind of like mellowed out for a little bit. And then all of a sudden Rod Stewart came and had a show in Toronto and found the video, or at least someone's lyric video version of it.
Right.
On YouTube, and decided to play it for his crowd there. And
during the concert.
Right at the end, like after they were doing their bows.
Wow.
He's like, I want everyone to hear this, and just puts it up on the screen. And I had friends at the show, and they were like, you have no idea what just happened. He played your song. I'm like, no, he didn't.
And you're like, I'm singing at a Rod Stewart.
Yeah.
Basically.
It was so funny. Oh my gosh. Yeah. I was literally just sitting in my bed scrolling on my phone, and then got a call from friends of my family, and they're like, look at this. And she sent me a video.
Oh my God. Yeah, that must have been so wild to just, the whole thing must have been so wild just to see it go and do it and just make it happen that one day, and then see all this stuff blow up.
Oh, honestly. And it's been so cool. And my favorite part is still, I can go to like a downtown festival here in Belleville, and there are still people that come up to me. I have no idea who they are, and are just like, oh my gosh, I heard your song. So funny. I knew Gord. I taught with him because, of course, he passed away the day before the song was released on YouTube.
Yeah.
And they, I taught with Gord for so many years. He was wonderful. I love what you did with the song. Like, it's just so great to have it as something to remember him by, and also to sort of bolster ourselves still.
Yeah. It's a great legacy for him to leave, and a support, and it's a fight song for everybody to get in on.
Yeah. it was so much fun to record it, and then, of course, we did the French translation of the song as well, which
Smart. Good
yeah,
idea.
that was a lot more work, like, a lot. I had 2 friends of mine, one a musician and one not, help me with the translation, and then I had another friend of mine who happened to be in Belleville at the time who helped me in the studio with pronunciation while I was recording it, and
Wonderful.
woo, woo, it was fun. It was really fun. But, I
Yeah,
mean, that video
your brain's on fire
yeah,
because you're doing music and
yeah,
language at the same time.
I
And
don't know.
I haven't actually heard the, French version, but I
It's
should.
there, it's there. It was originally linked in the our first YouTube video, but then the link somehow got messed up. Anyway, I have
Yeah,
to tell him to fix that, but it's there. If you just go to
yep,
Jesse's account, it's there. Yeah,
for
so we
sure.
did that, and then I don't know, now I'm just living my life,
Yeah,
doing
that's a big part of creating and bringing community together,
yeah.
and I think that's something that you're continuing to do in Cue the Funk.
Yes, yes. I'm so excited. We just this past weekend confirmed that we are booked for Halloween party this year. We're
Yay!
playing it hasn't been officially announced yet because I'm just finishing up designing the poster and tickets, but
Well, by the time this comes out, it'll definitely be announced.
yeah, well, I'm so excited. Um, so we're playing at the Belleville Club here in town, which if you've never been, is one of the coolest venues and
It's so
also
beautiful.
rumored to be haunted.
Woo! That's
Yeah,
it's perfect for Halloween.
I know. I'm so it was actually I was at the Beautiful View Music Festival this weekend, and I was sitting there watching Justin Rutledge play, and it was just an excellent set. It was just him and his guitar, and the way they
Mhm.
decorated it was beautiful. And all of a sudden, in the middle of one of his songs, the Beautiful View sign that had been hanging on the mantelpiece this entire time fell off.
Oh, dear.
And I'm like, I'm not gonna say that that was because it's haunted here, but I'm not gonna not assume that it is, you know? So that was pretty cool. And
Wow.
he was so great though, he was completely professional, just kept playing. I'm like,
Yep. The ghosts were having such a good time, they
"Yeah,
were rocking the house a
uh"
little too hard.
well, yeah, yeah, obviously. That was
So for your party, there's gonna be
yeah,
decorations, there's gonna be your
costumes.
band.
Yeah, so we'll be playing from 8 o'clock until 11. There is bar service there, and I'm going to because I'm doing all the planning for the party. It's kind of one of
Mhm.
my creative outlets is to party plan.
Yes.
And yeah, so I'll be doing some thrift shopping leading up to it. That's usually where I find all my decorations
Right.
because, girl, I ain't paying full price for nothing if I can.
100%. Home sense versus thrift sense are
Yes,
2 different vibes
the
completely.
most sense. Yeah,
Yes. For people who don't know, how many band members are in Cue the Fun?
9.
Wow.
We have 9.
Yeah.
So it's myself singing, and then we have guitar player Sean Dory, drummer Emerson Pringle, bass player Sandy Sweet, and then we have our band leader and keyboard player extraordinaire and also backup vocalist Sam Hurst. And then we have this 3-person brass section. So we have Mandy Amon on sax. She plays Barry and tenor sax. And then Jessica Dory, Sean's wife, plays baritone, or no, not baritone, the other sax, whichever
Yeah.
that one is in the middle. I don't know. I'm sorry, guys. And is just wonderful. She's been amazing so far. Side note, she just was diagnosed with breast cancer and has gone through surgery and treatment, and she's just been a stellar human.
Yeah. Well, it sounds like music is one of the coping mechanisms, the outlet,
Hell
the
yeah.
love and the joy.
Hell yeah. On trumpet is Kyle DiTomaso, who is also, well, we have 2 different music store connections. Sean Dory works at Arden's Music here in town, and then Kyle works at Long and McQuaid, north of town. So it's nice. Anyway, and Kyle is also singing lead on one of the songs. Sean sings lead on a couple of the other songs. And then I have my dear friend Becky Mulridge, who is our well, she's the backup vocalist and does some percussion with it, but then she's also like our booking agent and band
Nice.
manager, essentially,
Oh,
and
nice.
stage mom and bouncer.
That's what you need, though.
Yeah. She's the best.
You need that, especially when you're organizing so many people to get together and have
Yeah.
organized
She's
events.
great. And she will also tell it like it is. Like, she's definitely, like, band mama for sure, is not afraid to, like, push for what we want and what we need. I wanted to talk about this was just the relationship that our entire band has and has always had is just this, like, warm family, super supportive, like, there isn't any, like, infighting or anything like
Yeah,
that. If we
yeah.
disagree on something, it takes us usually like 5 to 10 minutes to figure it out, and then we're good.
That's so good because you can move forward and grow and do things you wanna do
Yeah.
instead of waste time fiddling around doing stuff
Yeah,
that you don't
worrying
wanna
about worrying about people's feelings or stepping on toes. No, we're just like we just talk
let's
it
make
out.
music.
Yes! It's like that's the thing, is you get into music because you love doing it, not because you're ever gonna make any money, because who's ever gonna make money at music? I'm sorry.
The people who don't get to make music do it for the love and the community and what it brings them, I would
Yes.
say, what it brings you
Yes, but also what it
besides
brings
money
everybody else, what it
and
brings
the
all the
whole
people that
crowd.
see us. It's like that's the best is getting the people that are seeing you for the first time and being like, "Oh my gosh, this is so great." You know, it's so good to hear these songs and you guys are just so tight as a band. The people that keep coming back and back and back and just
Yes.
getting the joy out of them still. It's like, I don't
So
know.
do you guys have a little crew that follows you around,
We
the
do.
Cue the Funk
Yeah.
crew?
Yeah, intent followers of Cue the Funk are called this, but
Yes.
for the life of me at this moment,
Do you
cannot
guys have, like, merch or
I
anything?
mean,
Yeah, yeah.
we at one point made a bunch of buttons, which I think a few of them are floating around, but personal opinion, they were a little bit too big. They're, like, this
Right.
big, whereas, like, I want a little
A little
pin,
baby button
little
that
baby
can
button,
you
and
can fit
then
anywhere.
I, for the longest time, have had, like, a bin full of thrifted shirts that I've been wanting to
Mm.
vinyl press with our logo on it. Yeah, but we're currently going through a logo switch.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's
so our
are
friend
you designing it?
no, I did the first one, which
Okay.
was fine,
Yep.
but our friend Ruth, who's a really good, like, musical friend and just friend in general of a lot of us, she went ahead and sort of did a preemptive design,
Cool.
and yeah, and all of us are pretty into it, and
Nice.
so we're excited to sort of release that. I'm not sure if I'm gonna use it on this poster or
Mm.
not. I probably will. We'll see.
Are you having, like, a brand relaunch?
Maybe. I don't know. I mean, we could, I guess, but, like, I don't know. We're just like we'll just put it
We
up
like
there and be
making
like,
music.
"Yeah, we just like hanging out making music." We've thought about doing originals, and it's something that we still kinda bring
Yeah,
up every so often. "Hey, you guys, remember we kinda wanna do originals." And yeah, but then life gets busy and we
yeah,
just don't.
yeah, that was something I was gonna ask is if you as well as doing these classic funk songs, if you do originals as well,
We'd love
and
to, but
maybe at some point
yeah,
just, like, give me a sense of the vibe when you go in there and the whole band, 9 people come up on the stage, and it's just I assume it's just rocking.
it's great, honestly. There's so much, well, I won't say there's so much energy, because I mean, we're all shoot, I think our youngest member is 32,
Mhm.
and that's Kyle, and he's whatever, Kyle, you're just a newbie. Sure. He's also kind of tired a lot. I see him sucking back energy drinks constantly, so, like, he's
Right.
just as exhausted as the rest of us. Because we all have day jobs, right?
Yeah.
And
Day
I
jobs,
I have a toddler, so, like,
family. Yeah.
shoot. Yeah. So, we do take electrolyte tablets
Nice.
before we start our shows, and those
Gotta
things.
stay hydrated.
Yeah. Well, yeah, you gotta drink lots of water with those.
Yeah.
If you don't,
Yeah.
you're gonna screw.
Exactly.
But, yeah, we take those, and honestly, that will get me through, and by the time those kick in, it's like, "Woo!" We're
Yeah.
we're having fun. We're having fun.
I was talking to, another musician who's looking to play in Belleville.
Mhm.
He is excited because Belleville has a lot of good venues for playing music
Yeah,
compared to Toronto right now even.
really.
Toronto, as far as per capita,
Okay.
Toronto's really tanked, unfortunately, and anyone can correct me if I'm wrong, I'm happy, but it's been, as far as I've heard through band people, is harder to find a venue to play at than it used
Sure.
to be, say, before the pandemic.
Okay, and yes, that does make sense timeline-wise.
Yeah.
People just
Before
got
the pandemic, after the pandemic, huge
huge
difference
difference.
in being able to just go and find a place that like the Cadillac Lounge is gone now.
Mhm.
That used to be a huge band place in Toronto where you could see live music. I know
Yeah.
there's a few places that are trying to open up, but that's still in the future. But would you say, as far as Belleville and surrounding area is concerned, is it a very welcoming place for live music?
Yes, it is a very welcoming place for live music. I will say that having a band with 9 people in it
Yeah.
makes it very difficult to
Yes.
find a place to play, which is why we're usually sort of, I won't say stuck, but like stuck with like, playing the Legions or the Elks or, well, the Belleville Club, which fits us beautifully, which is what the
Mhm.
Halloween show is going to be. And
Halloween.
yeah, where else? I mean, we played at, Signal a couple of times back in the day before COVID, which was a great venue aside from the fact that they don't have air conditioning or didn't. I don't know
Mm,
now. Now that
yeah, yeah.
new owners, I
So
don't know.
many things have changed in that time period, you have no
Yeah,
idea,
but I
it's
mean,
really tough.
that stage was great back in the day. I have no idea what goes on there now. I haven't been up there in ages, but Capers is also a great place. They have that event space in beside it that can hold our size. But as far as if you're just a solo or a duo,
Yeah,
yes, you've got tons of options.
yeah, you're
Tons.
not limited to the space that can hold you plus
Yeah.
everybody else,
Yeah.
yeah, because
Plus
it would limit you.
we've got Porch Fest coming up in a couple
Yes.
weeks, which is gonna be insane this
Are
year.
you guys a part of Porch Fest? Can't find a
No.
porch big enough?
Oh, right? No, we're not. We have thought about it, but I feel like there's maybe 1 or 2 of us that aren't available that
Mhm.
day. Oh, no, you know what it is that we booked something else.
Oh, okay, you're
That's it.
you're you're
That's it.
festing in another area,
We are,
amazing.
yeah, we are. Yeah, but that's an amazing thing for,
Music.
musicians. That day is massive. Like, it's
Mhm.
huge as far as the sort of festivals that Belleville puts on, that thing has just grown and grown and
Yeah.
grown, and, like, it's always a good
I was just on their website today talking to my music friend who
Mhm.
was asking about Belleville because he specifically said, "I wanna come and play something in Belleville. What
Yeah.
can you suggest?" So I was, the Upfront Cafe, Myers Creek, the Belleville Club, or
Yep.
Porch Fest, and it
Yep.
looked like Porch Fest was in its 16th year, it said on the
I mean, I'll
yeah.
I'll believe it. I'll believe it.
I know it's definitely grown, I think, in the last 7 years, probably.
It's
It
massive.
may have existed in a very small way
Mhm.
16 years ago, but the last 7 years, I think, exploded, possibly due to the pandemic because you could just go see music on porches.
Yeah, and you don't have to worry about, going into a venue and being, like, super
Yes.
although, to be honest, there's tons of people everywhere for Porch Fest, but it's still, I feel like, better for some people to be able to be out in the fresh air with
Mm.
the sort of airflow and whatnot. I don't know,
I
but
did have to explain to Keith, my husband, I had to explain
yeah.
to him that Porch Fest wasn't an architectural festival because he literally thought it was a festival about porches. So for everyone out there, Porch Fest is where you go play music on the front porch of your
Mhm.
home or a donor's home, and
Yep.
it's all going on all over town and you just wander around.
Well,
It's like
no, not all over town. It's only in the East Hill.
okay, and they have a map. They
They
do have a
do.
map, so you can follow the route. So it's less like trick or treating where you can just go to every house.
It's kind of like trick or treating, except the candy is music.
Yes, the candy is
You can
music.
bring your own snacks. Bring a chair, bring your own snacks, and your own non-alcoholic beverages.
Yeah, good idea.
Yeah, that
Because
one.
yeah, if you wanna stay, bring your chair and you can just
Yep.
post up and hang out and listen to the band that, you prefer.
Porch Fest is great. I highly recommend going all the way to the furthest east point, at least it was for the last several years, on McDonald Avenue. I cannot remember the number, but
Mhm.
there will be a band called Cat Named Earl, which
Okay.
happens to be fronted by my brother, playing, and there are 6 of them in that band. They've found a
Mhm.
pool big enough for 6, which is beautiful. And they are wicked. They play covers of stuff and have a couple of originals now. Covers of stuff that you don't necessarily hear all the time, but you're still familiar with, and are always an excellent, excellent show. So Porch Fest, go see Cat Named Earl on McDonald Avenue. They will be there.
Okay, amazing. Ryan Zaback,
Cat Named Earl,
shout
go see.
out. Cat name Earl, always good to hear who is good to watch right now
Yeah.
because people might be casting about going, who are the local bands within around Ontario outside of Toronto? And that's a great example of a place to go see a whole bunch in one night.
Yeah. One
And as
afternoon.
far as I know, it's free.
It is. Yeah. You literally just bring yourself and wander about.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
I love
It's
that.
really it's really great. And I mean, the musicians themselves are not making I don't think they're making any money. They may
Yeah.
be allowed to tip jars if they want to. I'm
Mm,
not sure about that,
okay. I'm sure they wouldn't say no if you would just kind of slip them a little.
right? The line. Yeah. Just tuck it into their, like, guitar strap.
Exactly, exactly, their trumpet, whatever.
Put it into the bell of the
Yeah,
trumpet.
whatever's close enough. That's awesome. That's so yeah, it
Yeah.
sounds like Belleville is Belleville, like, your preferred place to play, or do you just go around to the surrounding areas?
I I mean, to be honest, most of where my band plays is Prince Edward County,
Mhm.
Belleville. I mean, we've been, to Peterborough, we've been to Orangeville, but these are for just, like, one-off things.
Yeah,
We played this summer at, like, a trailer park, sort of, like, on the way to Gananoque. That was a blast.
cool.
But, yeah, for the moment, we're just here.
Yeah.
And I know. I do play with, a pianist, John McFarlane, and we do some different stuff, like, in Kingston, because
Mhm.
he's there, and I do always enjoy playing in Kingston. We played on Wolf Island. But yeah, I don't know. You know what? Anywhere that I get to play is
Yeah,
always a good place to play.
amazing.
I've never been sad to sing anywhere.
Yeah, yeah, so you had the viral video, the accidental viral video. You're in Cue the Funk,
Yeah.
you're playing music as your vocation and as I assume a vocation is what a good way
Sure.
to
Yeah.
describe it.
People pay me
Um,
to do it sometimes.
yes, yes, I don't wanna call it a hobby because it's more than that. Playing music is
It's like a passion project, I
mhm,
guess. It's just something that we always feel better doing it when you're creating and,
yeah,
no matter what is going on inside your brain, inside your home, inside your whatever, the second that you get with people who are there also to play music and to get enjoyment out of it, like, that stuff just
yeah,
kinda melts away, and
yeah.
you just yeah.
Yeah, and that's a good vibe to be a part of even as the audience too, because
Yeah.
you get to enjoy that people really wanting to show up, really wanting to be there, really wanting
Mhm.
to be together, I think, and literally making music together. So, it's interesting that all of this stuff has come out, and as you say, you're still just living your life, you're being
Yep.
you. You're going to work every day and taking care of your family, and then doing all these side projects for passion, love, and your own fulfillment, and a little bit of money too, maybe.
Yeah, just a little bit, and it's always a surprise. Every time I get paid, I'm like, "Oh, yeah, I get paid for this. Shoot."
Yeah. So I'm gonna say come to the Halloween party coming up. We'll put some more information in the show notes below. We'll get all that good stuff out there so people can come.
Yeah.
And also, I'm gonna ask you if there's any other projects that you want to tell people about upcoming in the future. And if not, we'll tell people just keep an eye out on the Cue the Funk Facebook
Mhm.
page or Instagram or other
Yeah,
social spots,
it's
and
the
they
only
can
ones we have. because we're I don't know. I don't know what a TikTok is. Sorry, I'm not with it.
That's enough. That's enough for
Yeah.
people to find you and find out what your next move is. So, oh yeah, thank you so much for coming and telling me about what you've been up to lately and what is coming in the future. I really appreciate you coming on the podcast today.
Thank you so much for having me, Sandra. This is great. I had a great time.